what is the number one problem facing men today, and what is the number one problem facing women today?
I can say something.
Come on, ladies.
Everybody's
Going
going
to educate me.
The number one problem.
Answer all the questions. Come on, tell me.
The number one problem with men is that they don't tell women the truth, and the number one problem with women is that they can't handle the truth. Simple.
Damn.
That's a good paradigm to start from, because it's actually very interesting you say that. A lot of women say, I just want a man who's honest. And then the second you're honest, she's like, what? You did what? It's like, well, then don't ask me for all lie.
Thank you.
So that's a good point. I agree with that one. I don't think it's the biggest problem, but it certainly is a problem in relationships.
I totally agree. I mean, how many times have you been in a relationship where you've been honest and the other person seems so shocked, especially the lady, you know? You really did that and blah, blah, blah. I mean, there are several times where your girl probably think you're cheating, or some girl probably thinks her guy is cheating. She probably tell one of her female friends about it, and then they'll be like, yeah, probably he's really doing it. The high chance he's doing it is there. And she probably even go through his phone. She'd see some sort of evidence, a couple of red flags. But yet still, she's going to trip her mind and be like, oh, maybe I'm overthinking it. Okay, he loves me. He blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Let me just let it be. And then when she finally gets something that is a huge indicator, she is still going to ask the guy, are you cheating on me? Meanwhile, she already has the answer to the question, and she's hoping that the guy is going to say no. Oh, my God. We see this a lot. I mean,
that I think the world is becoming hyper-competitive. Most men are not aware and understanding of how quickly there's going to be a genuine shift in between those who have things and those who do not have things. Not just finances, but also female status, everything else. And it's a status game, right? And it's becoming harder and harder for men to play. And that's all women's fault, of course. Because but it is, because women choose the winners, right? Women choose who the high status males are. So women men, of course they don't. They and a woman, if you ask her what she wants from a man, she's like, I don't want much. I just want to find a nice man who's a millionaire and 6 foot tall and funny and charismatic and interesting and spontaneous and looks after me and doesn't cheat and is funny and good looking and strong. I don't want much. Like they
that's a whole bunch of lists. You don't want much? Yet you're making a whole list. This is over 12 things Tate has mentioned. You know, and that is the thing. And so when it happens this way, the kind of taste that these women want make them want to earn for the top tier men, the 1%, the 10% of society that makes the population of this world. And that is crazy. And so you're going to have more than one woman chasing the same guy, you know? And in the end, they'd have to share.
That most dudes are never going to have. And it's becoming harder and harder. And you end up with people, top G's, who own everything on the planet they could ever possibly wish for. And then you got other guys who have nothing. And there's this large divide. There's no longer any middle ground. You have dudes who can't get any pussy. And then you got dudes who are just blocking girls left, right, and center. And that's what the problem with being a man is today.
What about the women?
Well, I would say, I'll tell you.
Well, everybody's got a chance to talk.
I'm going to shut up and have my Clementine.
No, I want to know. I want to learn from you, sir.
You want to learn from me?
Well, I wanted to answer. I feel like it goes for both. It's not just one or the other. I feel like it's self-accountability.
Definitely.
Brittany Renner, she just spoke about self-accountability. But to be very, very honest, most women are not self-accountable for the mistakes they make. They want to blame it on society or blame it on somebody else. Yeah? But yeah, now she's talking about accountability. Let's see.
Women are not accountable for themselves. I agree with you there.
I was right.
Why
0%.
just women, though? What
It's
about
both.
men?
It's both.
Yeah,
It is
definitely both.
It is both. You're right. But society punishes men for not being self-accountable. But society does not punish women for not being self-accountable. I'll give you an example. If you're a man and you're arrogant and you think you're something when you're not, trust me, society will teach you very quickly that you don't matter when you don't get laid and you stay. If you're a chick and think you're something when you're not, you can run around with your ego, still get dates, still get laid, still have a fairly sensible social life. Society as a whole doesn't come along and slap you in the face with realizations.
No,
if you're a man
don't.
and you think you're something you're not, it is a ticking time bomb until society teaches you a lesson. That's the difference. This is why men in general are more self-accountable, because the men who are not self-accountable get. For those who are successful are very self-accountable people. They look at themselves and go, okay, the only way I'm going to get and progress further, the reason she left me, the only way I'm going to do better, make more money, et cetera, is I have to change.
Yeah.
Most women don't want to do that. They don't sit and think I have to change. They think, oh, he left me because it's him, and I lost my job because my boss, and this is this because of this.
They're always trying to push blame. I was right. They're always trying to look for somebody to put this blame on. I think that as a society, if we all took accountability for everything, whatever thing happens to you, be it good, be it bad, if you take responsibility for whatever happens to you, then you become a better person. Be it a good thing or a bad thing, you need to own up and say, yes, it is my fault that I've succeeded in life and I've been able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's equally my fault that I've failed in this particular part of my life because I wasn't able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. It don't matter the people that were involved or people that pushed you. The bottom line is you took the final decision, or you allowed people to push you to make that decision. Yeah, except put a gun to your head, and probably that's different. But well, America is what? Too much freedom. The country of what? Freedom. So ain't nobody gonna put a gun on your head, man.
No, you women don't look in the mirror. Thing.
No, because don't forget what you're forgetting right nowadays. They can't change it because it's all about body positivity.
Are you
Make her look sexy and size.
Auntie Jenny, she said what? Body positivity. Yeah. And all these fat girls, yeah. That's what they've been telling all these fat girls. I'm plus size model. I am blah blah. You say you're fat. They don't want to agree that they're fat. You know. I mean, look at me. I'm fat. I have a stomach. I'm fat. I ain't got a 6-pack. And I know I'm fat. Now I know I gotta work on it. And probably if I don't work on it, then I'm not gonna make myself a better man. Yeah, I'll take accountability for this. But you have all these girls, body positivity, go girl, more gains and shit like that, man.
28.
Are you saying Lizzo's not a 10?
Are you guys trying to get me canceled?
See, I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree with what you just said because 90% of cosmetic surgery is by women. Women are trying to change as much as possible. Men don't want to change. They're not accountable for themselves. They think that because they're a man, you're gonna be attracted to them. No, like you can't be fat. You stay at home. You're just playing video games, and you expect. No, she's.
Yeah, but then she won't. This is the point. And then she won't, and society will teach them a lesson. They might be able to pull off a little blag with a girl for a year or so, but in general, they're going to end up lonely. In general, they're going to struggle to find partners. I agree with you with the cosmetic surgery thing. Women are happy to change their appearance and change how they look, but they're not happy to change how they act. Most of them, they're not happy to change. No, they're not.
No. I disagree with that lady. They are not ready to change how they act at all. I've been in a couple of relationships. I've dated at least been in more than 10 relationships. And I can tell you that most of them are not ready to change who they are. I ain't got to mention names,
Women are changing what the men don't care about. The men don't care about the big old lips.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
No, they do it. The women are doing that for themselves.
Auntie
Because
Jenny.
the men don't care about it. The men would rather a woman change her stinking attitude than put on all that makeup and hair and everything. That's what the men want. But the women will go out there like, oh, I'm going to change this, I'm going to change that. If you look at a man and the man said, yeah, he's fat. The man will if he's feeling bad about himself, he wants to make something, he'll go and hit the gym. What's the woman going to do? Go and do? Get a BBL.
She's right. She's spot on right. Look, she's right. Think about it. Most of men all over the world, want a woman for keeps. They want a woman who can add up some amount of value to their lives. And we all understand that the more you grow, the older you get, the uglier you become. This is natural. This is normal. So we know that if we were with you, we married you when you were 20. When you are 60, you're not going to look 20. Everything about you is going to look your age. And so we understand that this is who you are and this is how you are. And we accept you that way. So we look at the morals. We look at the attitude. We look at the character. Something we can live with. Something that would be beneficial or create value over a long span of time. I don't want to be in a relationship or a marriage where there's no value created by my wife. So I have a wife who's got the best lips, she's got lip fillers, she's got BBL, she's done her ass and all that, yet she can't cook and clean and take care of the kids. No, that's not sustainable at all. And Auntie Jenny's spot on, man.